Today we're talking about the Amazing Spider-Mans. I don't have much to say, so let's just get right into it. It physically makes me cringe when I hear people say that the Tom Holland Spider-Mans are worse than the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans. So let's take a look back at this short and bitter franchise a lot of us forgot about. Okay, let's start at the start with the Amazing Spider-Man. And a quick little side note, when I say TASM, it stands for the Amazing Spider-Man, just if nobody knows what it stands for. Okay, so young Peter Parker is playing hide and seek with his dad. When his dad discovers all of his life's work to be stolen, ruined. Now, here's the first problem with these movies. They talk too much about Peter Parker's parents. That sounds really weird. Peter Parker's parents, yeah, that sounds really weird to say. Try to say that 5 times fast. There's a reason I'll never watch the Alfred Pennyworth show, and yes, that exists by the way. There's this whole, like, treasure hunt in the second film where they're trying to figure out, oh, who made the spiders? Who made the spiders? And then you find out that Peter Parker's dad made the spiders. Yeah, no shit. I think everybody knew that, my guy. Okay, so now Peter's older and he's taking a picture of Gwen Stacy without her knowledge. What the fuck? Flash knocks the fuck out of Peter and Peter makes friends with Gwen. But do I think he's a good Peter Parker? No. I don't think he's a good Peter Parker, but I do think he's a good Spider-Man. I said it before and I'll say it again. Tobey Maguire is a good Peter Parker, but yikes, he ain't a good Spider-Man.
It's you who's out, Gobby. Out of your mind.
I bring this up because Andrew Garfield is, no homo, way too hot to play Peter Parker. Tobey Maguire is how I imagine Peter Parker. He looks dorky, but Andrew Garfield just looks like he's out like a fucking Vogue magazine or something. He's more of a skater punk than a dork in this movie, and the scenes where he can actually use like really intelligent. But there's scenes where he just does super stuff, like he leaves his name on the camera for the lizard to find. And that's how he finds out his secret identity, which is pretty stupid if you ask me. Although I like the casting choice for Gwen Stacy, I don't like her inclusion in the story. I'll get into that later in TASM 2. We're now introduced to Uncle Ben and Aunt May, and I will say I like the casting choices. Uncle Ben is like really wholesome. Not as wholesome as the Sam Raimi Uncle Ben, but he's still good. Him and Andrew Garfield have a lot of good chemistry. So Peter finds his dad's like briefcase, and he starts looking through it, and is told by Uncle Ben that his dad works with Kurt Connors. Now, here's a good time to say, you know, that Peter Parker in these movies is just a dick.
Tell him Rodrigo Rivera is down here. Please, just tell him Rodrigo Rivera's down here.
That's fucked up. That kid earned his right to be there. I know it seems like I'm nitpicking, but that is just something Peter Parker wouldn't do, my guy. Now introduced to Kurt Connors, and I will say, this is a growing theme, I do like the casting choice. Everyone except from Peter has a good acting choice. Peter bumps into this guy and decides to follow him. I thought you were trying to find Dr. Connors. Also, why is there nobody else here in this super secure facility? Where's the guy who walked in? You know what? Peter gets bit. Now, the movie would like to remind us that it was actually edited by 4 people. Peter beats up these guys in the subway and it keeps cutting to black. It's really off-putting. I actually would like this scene, but it keeps getting ruined by the flashing lights. Next scene, Peter's getting ready for school. I actually kind of like this scene. Don't really mind it. I think it's pretty funny. Yeah, one good scene so far. Then at school, Peter decides to make a jackass out of Flash Thompson. I fucking love it when like superhero movies have like these basketball scenes, like in like Daredevil. Don't know if you've seen that. Now, everyone says that Peter and Gwen are the best part of these movies, and I disagree. Like, yeah, they do have chemistry, I will admit. The scene's going for so long, and it's endearing at first, but then it just gets kind of cringy.
Well, I didn't get expelled. I got community service. So, you want to, I don't know.
Want what?
I don't know. Just, I don't know, or we could do something else, or we could, if you don't, I mean, like, we could.
Yeah.
Can we fucking move on, please? Jesus Christ, I've got a movie. There's still a movie after this one, you know. I don't get paid for this. I should. If you want to send me money, that's okay, by the way, guys. That's a joke. I like doing these videos. They're fun. Fun to make. Anyways, back to the movie. Now we have a montage of Peter learning his powers whilst Coldplay is playing Coldplay is playing. I don't like this scene because, one, I fucking hate Coldplay. I think they sound like trash. No offense if you like them. In fact, no offense if you like them. I hate them. But I also hate that after this one scene, he's professional at using his powers. I prefer it when like heroes just like learn as they go along. The reason I prefer the Tom Holland movie, well, I mean, do I really need a reason that these movies are terrible? Is because he's still not really good at using his powers. And it makes him more believable and likable. Because if anyone got these powers, they won't be able to learn it that quickly. Especially over Coldplay. Like,
He believed that if you could do good things for other people, you had a moral obligation to do those things. That's what's at stake here. Not choice, responsibility.
That's nice. That's great.
you know, when you say it like that, it just kind of ruins it. Just say with great power comes great responsibility. It sounds better, but right, okay. I admit, so far the movie isn't that bad. I mean, yeah, sure, there's been some cringe, but this movie takes a nosedive. So Peter's in the shop right after he's like had an argument with Uncle Ben and Aunt May, and this guy's being a dick to Peter. And Peter's trying to get served by him, but Peter's also being a dickhead back. So it makes this weird situation. You don't really blame him, Peter, but you don't really side with him either. But anyways, don't matter. So the robber steals from like the shop, and he gives Peter his milk, which is pretty chill of him, by the way. What a guy. Okay, so far so good. This makes sense. But then the shopkeeper, who was just being a dickhead to Peter, asks Peter to chase down an armed thief. Even if you didn't just insult him, nobody would help you chase down a thief. Okay though. So the thief is running down the street and he drops his gun. Now, Uncle Ben has three options here. He can A, call the police, B, run, or C, pretend he didn't say anything. Take a moment, pause the video, have a guess. Okay, so if you picked A, you were wrong. If you picked B, you were wrong. And if you picked C, you're also wrong. Because there's actually a fourth option. There's D. Uncle Ben runs at the thief, he screams at him, and gets shot. Nobody was in any danger. Why would you run at somebody with a loaded gun? Uncle Ben died over a 6-pack of fucking beer in this film. And his death was so avoidable. And to be honest, you don't really feel it to be like Peter's fault, because he acts like most people would act. So anyways, Peter's sad that Uncle Ben is dead. There's actually a really nice scene where Flash is nice to Peter. I actually kind of really like this scene. So Peter finally starts being Spider-Man, but he's being Spider-Man for all the wrong reasons. He's out for fucking blood. He's gonna kill the guy when he finds him. Right, okay, I've been shitting on this movie a lot, I admit, but maybe it's got a pretty good suit. What the fuck? It annoys me when people hate on the Ben Affleck Batman for killing people, but nobody has a problem with Peter's motives in this movie and his portrayal in the entire series. He's a fucking asshole, actually. And now there's a scene where he stops a car stealer and he comes across like really annoying and obnoxious. Also, this is a side note, but I always wondered, you know when like Spider-Man swings around on his webs, what happens to the webs? Does somebody clean them up? Oh, who knows. Anyways, Kurt injects himself with like this super secret lizard formula, and Peter appears on Gwen's window after being invited there, and she's somehow not creeped the fuck out. Okay. Peter meets Gwen's dad and they have a debate over Spider-Man, and I will say, I will give credit where credit's due, it does feel like Gwen's eye is about to fucking pummel him into the ground. He looks like he's gonna smack him. Props to his actor, honestly. And the lizard, it's like true form, is revealed, and he looks like a Goomba from the fucking Mario Bros movie. Look at him. So we're like halfway through the movie, and like Peter finally decides not to be a vengeful asshole and just wants to be Spider-Man for the sake of helping people. So Peter stakes out the sewer to find the lizard, and he sets up a camera with his name on, and the lizard finds out about Peter's identity because of this. Yeah.
Easy, fuckboy.
Wait, did she just say easy fuckboy? Wait, listen to this.
Easy, fuckboy.
I swear to God she just said that. Wait, oh, I don't know. Somebody get the script up. I actually want to find out if she did say that. Can somebody find out? Thank you. So, the lizard attacks the school. So, it is final act time. I am not enjoying myself. Lizard gets smoked by these, like, army men. So, Peter gets his identity revealed to Captain Stacy. Oh my god, is this the first movie? This is dragging so bad. Okay, so some crane geezers reposition the cranes to make it easier to swing him to the black tower so he doesn't turn everyone into lizards. Yes, that is his actual plan, by the way. What a coincidence, they're all perfectly lean up to Oscorp. That sounds like a tongue twister. Anyways, Captain Stacy gets fucking domed and Peter saves the day. Now, here's something I found really fucked up that kind of goes overlooked, I think. In his dying wish, Captain Stacy says, Peter, don't date my daughter, keep her out of it. Alright, fair enough. That's understandable. And he's going to go through with it, but then Aunt May, of all people, was just like, hey dude, you should go fuck that girl. And Peter's like, oh, okay. And we all know what happens next time, in the next movie. Anyways, analysis time. I broke my desk. Fuck, give me a minute. Okay, my desk is fine. But anyways, this movie is okay. Put next to The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's pretty bad though. Most of the casting is good. Sure, the pacing's a bit off. Peter's an asshole. The suit looks like shit. And to top it all off, there's a Coldplay in this. And if you know me, I fucking hate Coldplay. That was just the first half. I'm not enjoying this, but next movie, let's go. This is the worst Spider-Man movie. This is one of the worst Marvel movies. It's a fucking nightmare to watch. I've hinted at doing this movie for a while. This entire series of me reviewing the Spider-Man movies is because of this film. I wanted to speak about this film. It's the poorly named Amazing Spider-Man 2. Okay, we get a montage of Peter's dad making the spiders. Now, I want to play the first action scene. And before you ask, no, this isn't a James Bond movie.
Larry!
So anyways, the dead pilot starts flying downwards because he's just quirky like that. So, whatever. You know, Peter's parents die. It happens. Let me cut to Spider-Man, and then you're in the cinema like, oh shit, yeah, this is a Spider-Man movie. I forgot I wasn't seeing fucking Bourne Legacy. My bad. Anyways, so Peter's chasing down Rhino. Who, I'm sorry, but whichever actor this is, he's doing the worst fucking Russian accent I've ever heard. I can do a better Russian accent. Right, look at this one. Wait, honestly, let me get into character. I crush you like big Siberian bear. I think that was pretty good. I heard it on Overwatch, I just like copied it. But anyways, don't bully me. I think that was a good accent. Remember when I said I like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, but not Peter Parker? Yeah, well, I don't like him as either, because right now he's just fucking around and letting innocent people get killed instead of stopping them. He's making cringy jokes. There's about like 5 times where he was able to stop the Rhino. Spider-Man, the Rhino just ran over a family of fucking 4. Stop fucking around! But no, he just doesn't. I want to make it clear that Andrew Garfield is a good actor, like I said, but he was just given a bad script. I know it seems like I'm shitting on Andrew Garfield quite a lot here, but he was just given a bad script here. So Gwen and Peter are still together, even though Gwen's dying father begged him not to. Gwen and Peter break up. Good. Anyways, we get this montage of Spider-Man beating Spider-Man. I actually kind of like this. If I look at this and forget that it's in the same movie as Crackhead Dane DeHaan, it's pretty cool, won't lie. So Peter's basically stalking Gwen. Okay. Oh yeah, Jamie Foxx in this movie. And he's lost his fucking mind because Spider-Man was like flirting with him. Everyone shits on Jamie Foxx, and it's a bit unreal. Wait, is that Brian from The Office? What the fuck? Hey, why'd I never notice this? What the hell? So Gwen is talking to Jamie Foxx. I can't remember. He's got a name in the film. I'm just gonna call him Jamie Foxx. So I can't remember his name. So yeah, Gwen's talking to Jamie Foxx, and even Gwen's getting a bit jealous that Jamie Foxx and Spider-Man were flirting before. Saying that sentence out loud makes me sound insane, by the way. I hope my parents don't hear this. Okay, we are now introduced to Harry and Norman, and Norman tells Harry that he has the Osborn curse. Ooh! So, Harry is told he will die, so that's his arc. He shows up and then is told he's gonna die.
That's just lazy writing.
Fantastic, lovely. So Jamie Foxx has to fix the cables or some shit, and he falls into this like tank of electric eels, and the eels like zap him. But right, watch this clip. I'm gonna play this clip now, right? The eels fix his gap in his teeth. It's so fucking weird, and once you see it, you will never be able to unsee it. It's so weird. Maybe I've just not seen Dane DeHaan in enough good movies, but I don't like him. He seems very annoying and irritating, honestly. No smoke though, no smoke. But yeah, Black Cat's like in this movie. She makes a cameo. Thought you should know that. Thought it was pretty cool. Okay, now Harry and Peter meet, and apparently they've been friends for years. What the what? This comes out of nowhere. Keep in mind he had no idea what Oscorp was last movie, but he knew the heir to the company. Sure. No. It's not like that, guys. They're skipping stones to talk about how girls and he's always been there for the entire series. Like, what? This is like when somebody you don't recognise starts speaking to you and you pretend you know them. Like, oh yeah, probably good friends with. Like, what the fuck? This comes out of nowhere. Okay, whatever. We're like 20 minutes in. I'm already having a breakdown. Okay. Right, so Electro's born, and I'm not going to call him Jamie Foxx anymore because it's getting kind of repetitive, and I don't really, it's kind of a long name, so this is the last time I'm saying Jamie Foxx, so savour it. I'm going to call him Electro from now on. He gets friend-zoned by Gwen.
Oh no.
What?
I just figured out the next ground rule. No more of this. No more of this little nose rub you do.
This?
Don't think I haven't paid.
What am I supposed to do? It's allergy season.
This is killing me. You're just spitting in the face of my brown.
Cole, please, can we not do this again? Can we move on, please? I don't care. My God. So Electro sucks off a car and starts walking towards Times Square because he wants power, I guess. That's cool. So Gwen and Peter are speaking to each other, and Peter basically admits that he's been following her. And like Gwen's like perfectly fine with it. She's not creeped the fuck out. I mean, okay, sure. I've lost the willpower, the energy to even be like. So yeah, Peter's a stalker. So the police surround Electro remarkably quick. Maybe it's because it's like New York, and New York is like the 9th largest city in the world. Fun fact, by the way. I don't know. Well done then. Okay, this next part annoys me. So Electro and Spider-Man are talking, and they're coming to like an understanding, and they're both calm, everything's okay. But then some guy fucking shoots him for no reason. Then Electro is mad. Why did you do that? Nobody was in any danger then. Right, anyways, so Spider-Man saves the guy, and Spider-Man takes a spotlight. And Electro gets mad and starts attacking everybody. But I will say, I've been shitting on this movie a lot. The CGI is really good. Like, I won't even lie to you. The CGI is class. So Electro's killing like a couple people, and then Spider-Man finally takes him down with this like water hose thing. I can't remember what they're called. Firemen use them, and he's got a fireman hat on. So that shows us that you wasted time. People were dying, and you wasted time. My guy. So Peter starts listening to a song that I would imagine what a brain aneurysm would sound like if it was made into a song. It's called Gone Gone by Philip Phillips. I don't like this song. I hate it. It gives me a headache. But anyways, Peter tries to figure out his parents' like mystery around them. It's a shame nobody cares. I don't know why they're trying to push this to the spotlight so much. Nobody cares, my guy. Why can't they just leave it at, oh, Peter's dad made the spiders? Okay. That's what happened in the Sam Raimi movies. They just went, oh, Norman Osborn made the spiders. And everyone's like, oh, okay then. And it was left at that. Because it doesn't... Oh, man. I'm losing my mind. So Harry reminds us he's in the movie. He tells Peter he's dying. He asks Peter for Spider-Man's blood because he can self-heal, apparently. He's not Wolverine. That's not really one of his powers. Like, are you okay? Do you need a copy of the script? The thing is, though, what really annoys me, there's no reason for him to, like, say no to this. His friend's dying, and he just refuses it. I actually side with Harry here. He asks him, and Peter's like, no, I don't want to do that. There's no reason for him to do that. Seriously. Like, the movie doesn't give us a reason. Anyways, it just says no, because no. So, yeah. Peter's just a dick. Anyways, Electro's getting tortured by this, like, German geezer. Whatever. And Spider-Man shows up to Harry's house just to tell him that he can't give him his blood. That's a dick move. That's a dick move.
You're a fraud, Spider-Man!
No, I take it back. This movie's fucking hilarious. In a fit of rage, Peter throws his calculator against the wall, and in them are these gold doubloons. Okay, so far this makes sense. So he goes to a secret underground tunnel. Then he puts, little coins, the doubloons, whatever you want to call them, thingies, into like this little slot. Then a train comes out the fucking ground. What the fuck is happening? This is a Spider-Man movie. This is an Indiana fucking Jones movie. What happened? Did I fall asleep and they started putting another film on in the cinema? What happened? Then we find out that Peter's dad made the spiders, which is something we already fucking knew. I'm losing my mind. I'm sorry, you guys. I'll try and like not have. I'll try edit the video and then go to an insane asylum because this film's making me crazy. So it's revealed that only somebody related to Peter's dad, can get spider powers, and I hate this because the fun thing about Spider-Man is that this could have happened to anybody. That's why I like it so much. So just taking that away and making it, oh, it was Peter's destiny. No, I don't like that. I don't think anybody likes that, honestly. Anyways, Harry shouts about how much he needs Electro. Oh, which is so cute, by the way. Ship them. I fucking love how if Peter didn't say Max at the beginning of the movie, none of this would have happened. Right! Wow, I shouted pretty well then, sorry. Okay, final act time. It's almost over, guys. I won't ever have to watch this movie again. I'm so excited, honestly. So, Electro and Harry raid Oscorp. And Harry walks past like lots of references that were probably going to be other movies until Marvel got the rights again. Thank the maker, by the way. I could not sit. Imagine if it was Amazing Spider-Man 3. Yeah, my job would be horrible, honestly. Anyways, Harry gets injected and turns into the Green Goblin and gets the little glider suit. So yeah, good for him. Peter says he's going to move to England with Gwen, which I mean, don't come over here because honestly, I don't want to have to put up with you guys, honestly. Peter, you're a dickhead, honestly. Anyway, so Electro turns off all the lights in the city. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Electro turned off all the lights of the city. Hey, way! Spider-Man and Electro duke it out, and this time instead of incapacitating the villain and putting him in jail, the justice way, Spider-Man just blows him the fuck up. I don't even care anymore. Like, I don't even, like, this would, like, annoy me, but I don't even give a shit anymore. I've just lost the will to live, honestly. Peter is reasonably mad at Gwen for showing up, but it doesn't make a difference, because if he would have broken up with her like he did in TASM 1, like, she wouldn't die. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, she dies, by the way. So, Harry shows up, and I get it, they didn't want another Power Rangers-looking Green Goblin, but, I mean, I don't think a crackhead's any better, honestly. I mean, you can tell in his head he's like, oh shit, maybe I don't look as cool as I thought I did. It looks like somebody you'd seen like a drug PSA. It looks like a goblin. Oh. I guess they succeeded then. He looks like Gollum from The Lord of the Rings before he turned like fully to well, Gollum. Yeah. So, almost over, boys. Peter and Harry fight, and it's incredibly short. Peter tries to fucking choke Harry to death. Pretty fucked up. And we all know Gwen Stacy bites the dust. Okay, I've shot on this movie, but Andrew Garfield is a good actor. Like, he's like, I can believe him when he's crying. Now look at this. Okay, the reason I don't like Gwen being in these movies because all comic book readers know who Gwen Stacy's, and they know that it was Spider-Man's girlfriend who died. and it's probably one of the most important storylines ever. And just having her in, right, for the sake of killing her, right, but then bringing her back in the Amazing Spider-Man 3, which is what they're going to do, because I think they're going to go for like a Spider-Verse type of thing, and bring her back. So making the emotional scene for nothing. That would be like if they brought back Iron Man, for the MCU, and it'd just be it'd just completely ruin Endgame. So the scene was just for shock value and make you to buy a ticket for the Amazing Spider-Man 3, which thank God never happened. So Rhino shows up, and I know they can't actually have him in like a Rhino suit in the comics, but he looks like shit. I fucking swear. What the hell? It doesn't even look like Rhino. It just kind of looks like a mech. I don't know. Who cares? So Peter's so sad, and he's like, "Oh, it's all my fault that Gwen died. I don't want to be Spider-Man anymore." And good, you shouldn't be. It's all your fault. I'm glad to see that you're taking responsibility finally. Then he watches a fucking YouTube video about Gwen and decides to be a hero again. So, okay. So Rhino's causing a big old ruckus, and there's people watching. Why the fuck are the people watching? Oh, it didn't matter. It's like they're like watching it like it's bonfire night, and there's children here. Surely you wouldn't bring your child to an active shootout with a mechanized Rhino fighting the police. But whatever. I mean, I'm not a parent, so how would I know? So bish bash bosh, Spider-Man comes back, fights Rhino, and the movie ends with Peter not learning his fucking lesson. Anyways, that was horrible. Don't make me do that again. I've kind of like run out of video ideas what to review. I was thinking of doing like the prequels, or maybe like just any of us like trilogy, because they usually can like fill up a lot of time when I'm speaking. Like this already is like 24 minutes as speaking. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, because this took a while to make, honestly. Yeah, take care, have a nice day, God bless.